जागने वाले किसी बांग दरा से दिल हो. So during this genocide, I have been listening a lot to Harry Fear, the international journalist.
2012. You're hearing drones. This is what it's like to live in a war zone, people. Wake up to this.
What do you think about the future of Palestine? Will there be a peace or will the war go on?
I think it will definitely be solved in our lifetime.
I've totally chosen the wrong name for this world speaking tour. It's called Reporting Aggression. It should have been called Reporting State Terrorism. Far more appropriate.
Even though I know many people are watching other media channels, I am watching Harry Fear these days. He has worked in Gaza since 2012, which is very significant.
I was in Gaza a couple of months ago, right before the last killing spree. And when I came back, I was able to see some of Harry Fear's journalism and was very much impressed by the courage and the necessity of this kind of work.
Although many of his videos got demoted with time, but we don't care. We don't live in a bubble of fakeness. And I was just thinking that, I just had a session with him last month, and I was just thinking that my identity is deeply rooted as a Muslim. Firm belief in Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Allah Almighty, and afterwards from many Muslim philosophers like Imam Ghazali, and in the modern times Allama Iqbal. So I was just thinking, based upon my identity as a Muslim academic, I would like to give a tribute to Harry Fear. This place of Gaza, West Bank, East Jerusalem, Palestine, historic Palestine, has been the place of the prophets. The place where all of our ideologies have developed by these people. All of our academia have been developed by these people. This is a very important and historic place. And the person who has served in this place for the rights of Muslims, the truthful people, I'll say it, because we, the Muslims, need to take ownership. We are the real representatives of those prophets. So the person who went there in 2012, it has been now 13 years of effort. 13 years of effort should not be ignored, should never be ignored. He's coding since 13, when he was 13 years old. Wanted to go to Gaza when he was 16.
What brought you to Gaza for the very first time?
Well, I've always wanted to go to Gaza. I always had wanted to go to Gaza since I was 16 years old. At a particular time in summer last year.
And went there at 21. Exceptional filmmaking skills. It takes a lot of effort to compile and run all the videos, editing them. Then worked for RT News, which is a mainstream media channel that also spoke the truth. RT got banned later on social media platforms, and his content on RT also got demoted on social media. So he's literally a prodigy who spent many of his years for truth and right of others. Why can't these prodigies have the same notoriety and worth as those in sports or other careers? This task is the most difficult task of speaking the truth. Let me tell something to the Muslim world. Despite all that, he didn't break. Despite going through all that, he didn't break. All the power of external politics trying to silence you, the biggest powers trying to silence you, he didn't break. Just like the Palestinians didn't break, he didn't break. It takes real guts to speak the truth at topmost levels while you are in the minority.
Otherwise I would stay, because the point is that someone has to put their life in danger to report it, and actually I don't really know many other people who would do that.
He came.
Someone has to stay here, you know, someone has to set a precedent that internationals are not going to be scared away when Israel starts this kind of operation.
People like Harry Fear are one of the Muslim heroes of the 21st century, and let our voice not be considered a voice in the wilderness. Let it not be considered non-serious. Let it not be considered awkward. In one of his interviews, he said, to speak a word of truth, to say a word of truth in a sea of untruths, to say a word of truth in a sea of untruths sounds revolutionary, but all it is the plain truth.
Most simple basic fact. It's just to say, it's just this, isn't it? It's that to say a small word of truth in a sea of untruth sounds revolutionary.
So, in a world where the really great people, the real heroes, are in so extreme minority, and they never get that recognition that they deserve. You know, these type of people, they end up with, in their entire lives, not getting any recognition that they deserve. Murdering our greatest people. The Muslims are really murdering our greatest people. The entire world, majority of the people are fake. Majority of Muslims are fake. Majority of Christians are fake. Entire world is almost fake in this era. It is a very hard battle that we are fighting. But the thing is, no matter how much an era changes, we will keep speaking the truth. As Allama Iqbal said, ये लिसानुल असर का पैगाम है, ये लिसानुल असर का पैगाम है, इन्ना वअदुल्लाहि हक़्क़ुन याद रख. No matter how much an era changes, no matter how much the time changes, no matter how much we are in the minority, the truth never moves an inch. The promise of God never moves an inch. Yeah, and lastly, I would like to say that it's all because of Palestine, Gaza, West Bank, East Jerusalem. It's their 75 years of struggle. Never forget that. That's the real issue. That's the issue for which we are fighting so much for. They are the people who have inspired us to give long-term resistance. 75 years of resistance. 75 years of resistance. 75 years of pain and suffering, of children and women getting crushed under the rubble, getting suffocated under the rubble. There are instances where they are under the rubble for days and suffocating that somebody may take them out, and they are dying as they are suffocating. These are the conditions. We feel that pain. And that's the thing. And this has been going on for 76 long years. Those are the things which give us the strength to continue to speak out for them. We will not stop. We will never stop. Gaza and Palestine, West Bank, East Jerusalem, this is the real issue. The long struggle of these Palestinians have reached us, and now we will not stop. And all those people like Harry Fear, who did all their hard work for decades to become a voice for the voiceless, to become a voice for the weak, to become a voice for the frail people. You know, all those efforts to, little editing of those videos, bringing the cameras, bringing the equipment there, all those efforts of, going to the place, covering those destruction of buildings, covering each and everything, reaching those voices on social media. All these 13 years of efforts of people like Harry Fear will never be forgotten, even though we know that in this world, during this time, not many people recognize their effort. We recognize their effort. We recognize their effort, and we will keep recognizing their effort. Even though if the world doesn't recognize it, we will recognize it. Although we are in the minority, we don't care, because as Iqbal said, मेहनतो सरमाया दुनिया में सफारा हो गए, देखिए होता है किस किस की तमन्नाओं का खून, which means that the wealth and hard work has been divorced in this world filled with extreme forms of capitalism and money worshippers. Now wait and see what type of whims and desires of people get killed with time. This is what Iqbal said 100 years ago. And we know about those circumstances, and we stand up for those type of people. Indeed, तहज़ीब-ए-नबी कारगाह शीशा गरां है, आदाब-ए-जनू शायर मशरिक़ को सिखा दो. This modern era seems as if, these people are strong. They are not. It's as frail as glass. And with that, Assalamu alaikum.